Right now at 10, we're on a 24/7 weather alert. Storm Tracker 7 giving us a live look from First and Wilson. This is in Loveland, parts of that city underwater tonight. A new video just into the newsroom. This is not a pond. This is a parking lot at the Gateway Baptist Church in Loveland near First and Taft. Loveland police just calling into our newsroom, urging everyone to stay off the roads. Meteorologist Matt Makins is here. And Matt, a lot of water falling in just the past 2 hours.
Let me show you the exact neighborhoods and roads that are under the impact of this flash flood warning. Pretty much from 34 north of Loveland. You can see this green box here. That's the flash flood warning. It goes until 11. It continues through Campion to Berthoud. High Plains Drive is about the southern extent of it, and it goes out past Johnstown and starts not too far out of Lyons. That's the extent of the flash flood warning. And again, it's the most critical type of warning for flash flooding. It's mostly for the Loveland area and then downstream. The thunderstorm has exited Loveland, but it continues from Fort Collins just to the north near Wellington. Very heavy line of showers pushes over near Greeley to Evans to LaSalle. You can see the darker coloration here all the way down near Hudson. This is all a very narrow band of extremely heavy rainfall, and the tail end of it is right in here over downtown Denver, Commerce City, up close to sections of Thornton. Anywhere from a half to 1 inch of rain is going to be possible per half hour from these storms. The storm con index is very low for severe weather in terms of tornado, damaging wind, maybe some small hail, but flooding, a very high risk of that will continue overnight as the storms continue. I'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm going to update Futurecast to give you the very latest on where this rain is moving and how quickly.
Well, right now, Loveland is under a flood warning. This parking lot you see right here, several roads look just like that, underwater. Several areas closed, in fact, including South County Road 9 at East Highway 402 and Cascade, where it meets Highway 34. City officials urging the public, do not drive if you don't have to tonight. 7 News meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen brings us pictures of that flooding all evening long from Storm Tracker 7. Corey, still coming down out there.
Yeah, Teresa, the rivers and the streams are actually holding their levels okay all throughout this area. The problem here is the groundwater. The ground is completely saturated. It's not accepting any more water. And as a result, all this precipitation has got to find its way to where it's going along the surface. Now, I'm at First and Wilson here in Loveland. Let me take hold of this camera here and give you an idea of what the water is doing. You can see this has actually receded quite a bit since I first got here about an hour and a half ago, the first time I drove past here. But you can still see there is about a half a foot or a foot of water still making its way through this intersection. There are people, crews from Loveland that are actually trying to determine whether or not this road is going to be in jeopardy of being damaged. And if so, they might have to close this road like a lot of roads in the area. What you can't see is where the water is going off in the distance. There are actually neighborhoods back there, so undoubtedly we're going to start hearing about people's yards and basements and garages that have been flooded out. But for now, all this water is on its way down, just downhill, and where it's going to go is eventually to the Big Thompson and then all the way to Greeley. So we're going to have to pay attention to the Greeley area where the Poudre and the Big Thompson come together for river flooding starting tomorrow. But for now, I'm 7 News meteorologist Corey Reppenhagen reporting in Loveland. Back to you guys.